Hi, third grade, and welcome back to week number 3 in art. I was just working on my nesting dolls, and now that I planned out my sketch from week number 2, I like keeping mine very traditional. So I'm going to make a family, and I'm going to draw what I drew from my sketches onto my good copies, which are the cones, and I'm going to add the color. And if I want, I can take some puff paint and some glitter, and if I want to add a little bit of sparkle to them, I can certainly do so. So what I want you to do is finish making your cones and then start to add the designs. Now keep in mind that the nesting doll project is 3-dimensional, which means that you can see and walk all the way around it. So don't just do the front, make sure that you're doing the sides and the back as well. So I'm going to continue to work on mine because I can't wait to finish these. And in the meantime, when you're finished, I'm going to show you a one-day project that you can try for this week after you finish your nesting dolls. So have fun creating these, and let's see what we're going to do. Alright, so to get started on our one-day fun project, grab yourself a glue stick or a bottle of glue. You'll need some scissors, and for today I have some construction paper, but you of course can use plain white paper or whatever you have laying around your house, okay? So I'm going to start with the green one here, and I'm going to pan you down so you can see. And the first thing I want to do is I want to create a square from the rectangle. Now a lot of kids know this already, but what you want to do is you want to take the one side of your piece of paper and just flip it over to the long side and make sure that it's nice and even. And when you press it, you'll have this rectangle, and all you have to do, ooh, mine's a little sloppy here, I better fix that, right? Is just fix that, and then I'm going to cut. There. And when I open this up, I'll have a square. Okay, so what you're going to do is fold it and make it look like half of a diamond, all right? And what you're going to do is, if you look at the bottom part of the diamond, you're going to make cut marks on this piece of paper in the same direction as that slanted line. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to cut down almost to the bottom. You want to leave about like a 2-finger space in between the edge and your cut mark, okay? So I'm just going to turn this so I can cut it a bit easier here, okay? And you keep going. And as you notice, your cut marks are going to get smaller and smaller because you're moving up the diamond. Okay? There we go. Do you see what I did? Pretty easy, right? And now when I open this up, whoa, that already looks great. But that's just the beginning part. So let's see what we do next. So I'm going to lay it down, and you want to lay it down so the fold is up. Don't lay it like that. It'll be harder to do, okay? And what you're going to do is just take your glue, and you put a little glue on the end, and you flip it and fold it down. Okay? So now I'm going to keep going, and in fact, to save a little time here, I'm going to put glue on the one side and do it going down. And every time you glue it, you just want to back the end up onto that line. Whoops. Okay. So just glue it down. Okay, so there's the one side. And now I'm going to put the glue and just repeat it. Just take them and bend them till you get to the line in the middle. Every so often you just have to stop and hold it. See, because they'll bounce off. Especially if your paper's thicker. Mine's a little thicker. Mine is something called cardstock. But this would be beautiful if you did it with a piece of magazine paper because of all the color. If you just found a piece of magazine that has a bunch of different colors and patterns on it, this would be great in newspaper. The black and white would look really cool. Because I think you see what I'm making. I'm making a pine tree. And I'm just going to keep going, holding as I go. My glue is pretty sticky, but every so often it wants to pop up here. So I'm just going to hold it. Patience is key. Okay, but look at that. Isn't that amazing? With a piece of paper, you can make a really cool tree. Now, if you wanted, you can make that the good side after you're done, because they're, yeah, I like that. And I think I'm gonna just kind of give it a little puff. How pretty, right? And I'm gonna take another piece of paper here. Actually, you know what? I think I like this side with the glue. It adds a little more to it. So I'm going to take this now. Ooh, throw a little glue on the seam or the folded part. And glue it down. There. Okay, so now that I have my tree, this tree can be used for so many different projects. If you made it in white paper, it can be a beautiful tree covered in snow, maybe with a blue background. It can, of course, be a holiday tree. If you made them in yellow or another color, it can look like a palm leaf, maybe for the summertime. It doesn't have to be a pine tree. And what I did was I took a piece of paper and I just cut out a little star, like that. And I'm gonna glue it right to the top of my tree, just like that. And I have a really cool project with using just a piece of paper. So give it a try, it's super easy, and see what you can do and how you can change it to fit your own imagination. All right, so work on your nesting doll project this week, add lots of color to them and lots of designs, and try the tree project. So have fun creating, and I'll see you next week, boys and girls. Have a great day.